We just came in when they were voting. We didn't hear.
The unequal distribution of
No, we didn't. We didn't hear.
We're coming towards the end of the General Assembly, but I do need you to focus your attention on the resolution at hand, so that we can make sure that we hear. Since you do not have a written copy in front of you, you need to hear exactly what the resolution entails. You're going to have to use the microphone.
Yes.
Hey, stop screaming at me.
The purpose of the resolution is.
The purpose of resolution is to obtain funding for a wide range of scientific studies on worldwide biodiversity preservation. Some of the points have already been pointed out by other countries, and resolutions have been passed to fund individual issues but not for the study of biodiversity as a whole. This is one of the most, if not the most important resolutions to pass. Taking into consideration power, greed, and politics have affected the precious balance of biodiversity. Noting biodiversity boosts ecosystem productivity, where each species, no matter how small, all have an important role, and they are getting extinct at a rate of 10,000 a year. Observing it has now been feared for 12 years that human activity is causing massive extinctions. Whereas despite increased effort at conservation, it has not been enough and biodiversity loses continue. The cost associated with deteriorating or vanishing ecosystems will be high. However, sustainable development and consumption would help. Keeping in mind rapid global warming can affect ecosystem changes to adapt naturally, and hundreds of animals are dying because of this. Taking note, the Arctic is very sensitive to climate change and already seeing lots of changes. Ocean biodiversity is already being affected, as are other parts of the ecosystem. Taking into account one type of ecosystem that perhaps is neglected more than any other is perhaps also the richest in biodiversity, the coral reefs. Fulfilling coral reefs are useful as the environment and to people in a number of ways. However, all around the world, much of the world's marine biodiversity face threats from human and activities as well as natural. It is feared that very soon many reefs could die off in 50 to 70 years from now. Realizing because of this, we are losing biodiversity at an alarming rate. Our ecosystems are being continuously degraded, and we in turn are suffering the consequences. Further in place, first of all, there is a habitat loss issue. Human population is consistently growing, needing new areas to live in, which the world needs to establish more protected areas free of humans, because this is the only way to stop the decline of many animal species. Stop climate from running out of control. Many plants and animals are finding it very hard to cope with the changes in climate, and many of them will forever perish from the face of our planet unless we stop climate rate of conservation efforts. Biodiversity also needs to be more studied in order to give us the necessary knowledge needed to protect animal and plant species from going extinct. Impacts every ecosystem in the world. The consequences of not funding this project would negatively impact the entire world. The benefits of funding this improve quality of life for all nations.
And, thank you. And Samantha, your component piece to that, you were adding to that what element? Okay, Kelvin.
My subject of resolution is seed biodiversity.
Put your, yeah.
Let it be known that biodiversity of seeds is important for all countries.
You need to speak into it.
Keeping in mind that there has been a 75% loss of crop and plant genetic diversity, many with deep concern that the main reason is because of genetically altered crops or GMOs. Keeping in mind that when the amount of biodiversity falls, the amount of vulnerability of the crops will skyrocket. Taking into consideration when biodiversity is not protected, every country, everyone is impacted. With only 25% biodiversity in plant genetics, the low amount of plant crop species also means that plants and crops will lose their ability to fight off pests and diseases. Recommending a solution to preserve the biodiversity, all countries should consider investing into international seed banks. Recalling some countries have made their own seed banks, however they have had trouble protecting their seed banks. Therefore, an international seed bank can be constructed that can help all the countries store seeds of all varieties and yeast. This, however, does not include the genetically altered or genetically modified seeds. Keeping in mind GMOs have harmful effects on living beings around them. Taking into consideration to protect biodiversity of seeds, the amount of GMOs should also be limited to prevent from further loss of biodiversity. Strongly encouraging for all countries to make an effort to protect biodiversity. The cost of the bank is small, but the loss of biodiversity is greater.
All right, so if I can summarize this resolution has two components to it. The first is to form an international research center which would look at all of the issues affecting biodiversity, which included a lot of the earlier resolutions. And secondly, that part of that would include a seed bank where an international seed bank where you would collect different species of plants from across the globe, and you would there's nothing, that's a private concern, it's not a UN sponsored international. So it would be where there would be you could collect different species of plant seeds and put them away and protect them for future generations so they wouldn't disappear. All right? So questions as to the resolution. Germany.
My question is, will you actually try to solve for on what you two guys did? Like how much money will cost?
Did you have a dollar figure on this?
Yeah,
About 100 million.
wow, that's
Okay.
a lot.
All right. Tanzania.
I wouldn't do a justice because I didn't really hear a complete resolution.
And it is a little bit harder when it's given to you this way, Tanzania. What their suggestion is to fund research plus build a seed bank for where these different species of plants can be protected for future generations.
You guys declare protect against invasive species.
More protect against what? Your seed bank protects against what, Samantha? The loss of the biodiversity, that they would become extinct. Plants would be lost.
I'm just asking you to
Do you plan to deal with invasive species? HERS would do research on invasive species. specifically, just that, let me control that discussion. Specifically, can you answer his question? How would it help Mexico? Don't talk to, and Samantha, he's out there.
You don't need to answer that.
Australia?
How about like a recommendation that maybe you should find more of a private investor and help
Join with his thing.
find another? Because I don't know about every other country, but we all don't have $100 million to do it.
Bolivia?
Because if I have serious doubts with dialysis on humanity exists. Let's see, chicken, plenty of those, plenty of plant of crops, plenty of livestock. So why should we really care about some of these things, like things that are just useless to human, to our needs or anything? Just put it to a cabinet or just that. What do you call this?
Sure. Oh, absolutely.
Well, everything is connected, so like let's say if we lose the pretty tigers, then the food chain is gonna get messed up because it's all connected. And if we lose certain plants, then what if one animal only eats that certain plant, that animal's gonna die and then that whole food chain is gonna get messed up again. You're correct. Thoughts are also connected.
All right, so, any other comments, questions? Okay, Finland.
Even they're especially kind of directed towards Bolivia. Also, the seeds today have been, a lot of them have been genetically modified, so.
Germany?
I totally accept this and I really liked your UN thing. It was awesome.
Thank you for that. I'm sure they appreciate that support, Germany. Any other, okay, you have 15 seconds to decide how you will be casting your ballot. For the funding of International Research Center for Research on Biodiversity, which would include the collection of species of seeds to create an international seed bank. All those in favor, raise your hand. All those against?
Hey, you didn't count me.
The measure passes. Good job, ladies.